You know I'm tired when I can't even dance in my intro. Welcome to your man overlordcringus, and we are back with Danganronpa. Goodbye despair. Let's begin. I would be going on zombie mode cringes, all that. Well, technically I am right now. I'm not feeling so hot, but I have to do the video, so it's not a long video. I apologize. I'm trying to finish it so that we can get back onto Pokemon, and this game is at its end. So it's this, if, and the Monami, and then the dating sim. I might do the dating sim. I really want to do the dating sim with the life number 3, 2, and 1. Maybe Mahiro. Whether or not this incident really happened, one of the world's ultimate despair group. They devoted to a certain student who guided Hope Peak Academy to his destruction. Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. So I did my research after doing the last video, right? So it turns out that there's a discrepancy. No, Teru did not bang Junko's corpse. Something equally as horrifying happened, but it got missed in translation, or while the English version didn't want that specific thought in people's minds while playing the game, or it would have maybe had a high rating. I don't know this game's rating, but Mikan wanted to bear the child of Junko, so she cut out Junko's womb, and then she wombed herself with Junko's womb, and then since she wanted the child of Junko, she would have had to yeah, now I realize why it's a lot worse than banging someone's corpse. I'm just saying, I don't condone corpse banging, I'm just saying. Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. They're known as the Ultimate Despair. They're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I needed to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out the freezing room. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next? When the text glitches on me, I love this room. Like, it looks so cool. I would like to create a hallway with an effect like this. I think it's cool. Or like an ocean effect where it's like into which are like waterfalls on the side and then water beneath you, and then when you step on it then it's ripples, but it's not actually water. It's just like to make you think that it's one day people will be walking to my house and be like, oh, I'm drowning, and I'll be like, bro, you're not drowning, chill. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. Yeah, this whole time, you're like, Monokuma can solve all our problems. Monokuma will tell us what to do and how to do it. Shut up, Hajime. Conscience talking. It's been a while. I'm back from quitting and reapplying for the job and getting accepted because you know there's no one else but me as Conscience. I love you too, man. But, let's be real here. I'm not letting you be a hypocrite, alright? I'll not let you be a hypocrite.
Hiya! Well, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? Oh, you're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No. Well, there's another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you this, for telling you by word of mouth?
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed that I don't get the next chapter of the manga, dude. You were the one who was talking about mid-run endings, and you did the exact same thing. I mean, I was interested in the books, okay? I'm just disappointed, man. It's like when... What's it called? I haven't watched it in a while. I'll just give a brief explanation. The anime, manga's within an anime, but more confusing in a sense since everybody's more androgynous in the manga than more in the anime. In the anime, with the more female in the manga, they look female, but you can't quite be sure because sometimes they say he or she and they for the same character. So let's take out gender altogether. Progressive. So I'm trying to get the name, but it's not coming to me. So humanity has been separated into soul, bone, and flesh. Flesh is in the water. The bone is like different gems and stones and chemicals and whatever, and then all the souls went to the moon. Come on, why can't I get it? Luster. Oh man, I'm really annoyed. Anyway, main character, blue head, forgot the name. Blue head gem creature, boner. She starts off as pathetic, and then as she goes along, the friends die, she gets stronger in friends dying, and as things go further and further, she loses her legs, they replace her legs, she gets better legs. She loses a friend, gets trapped in gold, becomes part of gold, then cuts her head to look like friend. After look like friend, come on man, I'm saying this more for myself than for you guys. And then you read the manga, and she replaces her head with the head of one of the legendary characters of the game. She goes to the moon where all the souls are, and then she finds out that they're dusting the moon with all her friends. I feel sorry for whoever's watching this. This part specifically, I should put a spoiler warning somewhere. Luster. I give up. All I know is Diamond is out in the air and I was awesome. Should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. How dare you, Hajime? Conscience here. Hajime, what you talking about, man? That manga was awesome.
High school student that doesn't like manga. It's like a sumo wrestle, does like eating hot pots.
Getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What do you need to tell me?
It's the key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. What? Surprise! It's about the ultimate despair.
Huh?
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima.
Miss Tigo Berries herself. I knew exactly that in the second Killing game that it wasn't Junko, that it was Mukuro, because Mukuro had big titties. I played Out of Despair Girls before I played Trigger Happy Ever, and I knew, I saw them titties and I was like, nah, you ain't fooling me here. You ain't fooling me, okay? That's not Junko. How dare you? Junko Enoshima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with calm, charm, and humor. And created the ultimate despairs. But there was only one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know who the ultimate despairs are, but it's not easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join the same fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Humans are obsessed with their philosophy and have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With a charismatic ability to attract people, she would influence those in highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat.
Huh?
Then, what was their purpose?
Huh?
What?
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? Doesn't even make sense. If they had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life or instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. I've met Junko, right? And clever as she is, I mainly think she's a dumbass. Because she's like, I've tasted ultimate despair, allow me to peace out. She
pieces out. But in that case, I mean, she offed herself. And now there's this game, and I'm looking at Junko over here, and look, she had Tigo berries. That's all that matters, alright? I was too distracted by the Tigos to pay attention to all the despair going on. I would have been in that last class trial. No one would have killed me. I wouldn't have killed anybody, but I'd be in that last class trial. I'd be like, hold up. Now, you're getting like talking. They're busy throwing the trial. I'm looking at Tigos. Junko gets pissed at me. He's like, go into Queen's mode. And she's like, oh, how dare you, peasant? And I, bitch, I ain't no peasant. But you gotta admit, if you were in my shoes, you know where you'd be looking. And then she lets off. Then she goes depressed and tells me, I'm right. I was going to be right all along. Exactly. Man, how do I come up with these things? What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. Is exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly helpless. Loving, dying, eating, loving for her, everything is despair.
Oh, what the hell?
With the overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate spares one by one.
No. So you mean Ultimate Despairs as the organization, not Ultimate Despairs, the Hope Speaks students. Okay, get it. Because I had to backtrack there because some information was a little off.
She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds.
I'm really still, every time I hear about how one could essentially turn the tides of the world towards despair, I realize how easy that is to do in modern day society. Seriously. It's difficult, sure, but it's not impossible. It's easy. Because all you need is one person, and if they go viral, everybody else gets on the fucking trend, and then either it does extremely well without resistance, or the resistance isn't putting up that much of resistance, and then bam, whoever the first person started this shit, Junko Enoshima, started this shit again. Sure, people have tried. I'm happy the world is sane, okay? Sane-ish. So, I mean, one dude smacks another dude, everybody gets into a whole hyperbaloo over it. I say sane-ish. Because any other moment a dude smacks another dude, we're like, moving on. I want to bring up darker shit, but like I feel like I shouldn't, as in case of YouTube and their bullshit. Because talking about certain things on YouTube get you taken down. We don't really want that. But yeah, let's go on.
And so the ultimate despairs who have been recruited have become nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima.
Yeah, their despair. Wait, one of them starved themselves off her to death, and by the silhouette, it was most likely Ibuki, who starved herself off to death for Junko. What's the name over here? Fuyuhiko supposedly has Junko's eye, and I believe that Teru cooked people and forced them to eat. It makes sense, but if you would, that doesn't necessarily cause despair. What would cause despair? Let me go despair cringes mode. What would cause despair is cooking the people and feeding them to their families to cause the ultimate despair. Wow, that was really dark. This game has changed me. What else? Who else? What could Mahiru do to cause despair? Take awesome photos of crazy shit? I understand Sonya and Fuyuhiko. They got the easiest jobs. They just like, my army, go, despair. And then the army marches off with the March of Despair. Whoa, who else is there? What's her name? Gundam became like this animal enforcer that used the animals of despair. Nidai became like this godlike creature of despair. You have to see an image of him. It's crazy, man. Like, there's a computerized image of Nidai, and then Nidai's like dressed in this white thing, like what Taka is dressed in, but his eyes are like growing red, and it's like insidious and shit. It's like crazy. It's not the opposite of his personality, but crazy shit. Wait, what would cause Nidai despair? If him pairing hope, so what? Would he then train others, kill them, and then he has despair? Or does he not train anybody at all, focus only on himself, and in this case, not training anybody as the ultimate team manager cause him despair? I'm getting way too technical about this.
I believe he's making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all their despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do.
There's no way something crazy like that is possible.
What?
You know, at the final days of the Reserve Corps students, during the tragedy of Outspeak Academy,
Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true for famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfill their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass offing.
Old news, Monokuma, old news. I was talking about this in the last game. The game before that. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
Oh, 2,357 students. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded. Huh. Is that me?
Damn
I
it.
don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. Doesn't scare me at all, I mean.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima's already dead.
Huh? Ultimate despair! Tigo Beres has been added to the despair book. Hey, Fuyiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom.
A bloody classroom? Wait. Was that what you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in? There were killings that happened at Outspeak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko Enoshima.
The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like...
Okay, but can you really kill an ideal? Essentially, trying to kill an ideal spreads it further, right? So, we have 10 crazy people, they stand resolute in their standings, they trying to convince other people, creating doubt in the minds of others, correct? Now, we kill 8 of those 10 people, 2 survives us trying to kill them. People who are doubting us in the first place would then doubt us even more since we came on with such a strong front, thus making 10 people, then 20, and then whatever we do to resist even further goes 100, 1,000, etc. because that's how it would then spread. An ideal. It might have started with one person. That one person overtook 10 minds, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Even if you killed Junko, it would have a forever long-lasting effect on history. The ideal would never end. In fact, the ideal might reveal itself even worse later along the line because you can't get rid of the ideal. Therefore, someone could hide in the shadows, make the ideal as strong as possible, and then reveal themselves like wha-bam! Despair for everyone. I understand this a little too well, okay? It's scaring me how much I get Junko. I played Out of Despair Girls, busy like analyzing Junko's mind, and then I played. I was spot on, and I played Trigger Havoc, analyzing Junko's mind, before she even revealed her ideas, and I was like, this is the idea, and then bam, she did the idea. I was like, and now she's dead, and the idea is like, it's there. Not that it takes me or anything, or I commit to it. I just know what she was thinking at the time. Strange. Am I Junko Enoshima? Am I despair? Am I despair? I was just making sure I'm not despair. Turns out the killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former school students of Host Peak Academy, forced them to kill each other. Former students of Host Peak Academy? She took away their memories. It's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were being broadcasting the whole thing.
So,
the students of Host Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap after being overcome by the despair she created. She took her own life. And Junko is no more. She still exists in the heart of despair. So like, literally, there will be a dictionary, and under the word despair is Junko's face. We cannot get rid of her at this time. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? The followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved that resemble its killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation. Well, considering how closely and how well thought out everything seems, I would rather be thinking the impossible, like Junko is still alive and causing the thing again, than to think that it's an imitation. Yes, it's a possibility of it being an imitation, but for safety of soul, mind and body and despair and hope, especially hope, I would rather think that Junko was alive. And when we get the reveal that it's not Junko, if it were the case, then we plan for someone way worse than an imitation.
No shit!
The students from Host Peak Academy stopped the real deal. There's no way to lose with I'm fake. This is really an imitation. And also surveillance cameras the same too. The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere? It's like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life. So you're telling me when we bang Ibuki and Akane that at the separate moments, not at the same time, that it was being broadcasted to somewhere and the whole world was watching? They better have played the porn-up intro. Killing your life! Ultimate is bad, Tigo Berries!
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What is going to happen if you do that?
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character roots.
I'm making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I raise them flags like crazy.
It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time to be surprised with something like this. You are the only character in Danganronpa that I see that can challenge Junko Enoshima to booby duel. Then she will feel the ultimate despair. Akani's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but... Feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So...
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut. It's just my gut. If I had guts, someone just trusting my trusty clock. Not me. It's this guts is gonna kill.
But still, her gut's pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. I'm pretty sure it's not her gut. Tigo berries. Tigo berries leads her in the right direction. And one nipple gets hard points in that direction, everybody's like, that way! If the title does not have some sort of pun about tits in it, I'm going to be sad. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Ah, music room. Ah, Ibuki would have loved this place. I realize how long the last video is gonna be. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like it's some sort of monument. How would there be a monument in a music room? Not just that, the mark engraving to the monument is a symbol for future foundation, right? Below that symbol is a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Speak Academy were among the many who established Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma. It's not Monokuma. It's not Monokuma. Monokuma said nothing. Monokuma didn't say, because right. Monokuma just said, I don't know. You believe in if you want to. And that's what you did. Disappointed in you, Hajime. I'm disappointed, man. What's this? Words floating in the air? It's like a hologram, right? The floating letter is forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email.
Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon our first investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If there are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe that we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Shima rallying them. In the worst case scenario, we prevent and repeat of the killing school life. Also, if there are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we still investigated the details of origin, so we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding this separate matter, we have received a report from research facility on Chabok Island. Preparations have become completed. It seems that we can proceed with the experimental phase of the New World program.
Survivors of Hope Speak Academy? 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki was part of the Future Foundation. There were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside of Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. Gotta be survivor! Guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. Future Foundation's on our side, at least. They were founded by graduates of Hope Speak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despair who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic human event in mankind's history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island? Mentioned in the email. What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that this is a research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there were still so many mysteries. Okay, I'm just trying to finish up a few sections till I get maybe to a pivotal point. We need to go to the room here, I think. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
That's probably the office, right? I mean, the room is kind of that stuffy teacher vibe to it.
The office, huh? Now you mention it, it does look like that.
Well.
Oh, boy, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see anywhere.
How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Alright. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from the email someone wrote. I think it's the same from earlier. Guess I should read it.
We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Shiba, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps they are still a leader on par with Junko and Shiba. As long as we do nothing about remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of shining future.
Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. The biggest and most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much an all-out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'll be forgiven that easily.
Remnants of despair!
There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard, in large letters just below that, are names I've seen before. There's a newspaper put on the blackboard below that. Yoko Sayonji is written there. What is this newspaper?
Damn, Yoko, damn, you don't look like that kid. I'm just saying, man. Damn, she's still a bitch though. But let's be real, that she fired.
Says Miss Yoko Sayonji. This can't mean the same Yoko, right? I mean the Yoko we knew.
Sup, Yoko?
She was much smaller, looked more childlike. It was pretty much a defining feature.
But now she actually looks her age, because everybody who's in this game is around in their 20s. They're older than Naegi them. And Naegi them were 18 at the end of the previous game.
In a way, I can see the resemblance to Yoko, but her height and figure. It's too different from the Yoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Yoko's sister or something?
No, it says Yoko Sayonji here.
Then, Yoko's older sister with the same first and last name.
An older sister with the same first and last name.
I mean.
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Yoko.
But you ever hear mention of an older sister?
Man.
It's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Yoko is the Sayonji family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister, then a relative. No, they still have so much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Yoko.
Huh?
Of course. What are you saying? Yoko doesn't have a cover body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt.
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
today I'm
Regardless,
feeling what?
all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
Oh, what the heck? This is the truth.
If this is the truth, then Yoko in this newspaper is really Yoko Sayonji. That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Yoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Hey,
Could it be related to the list of subjects over there?
Huh?
this is bad.
This is subjects. Maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did the experiment maybe change Yoko's body? Or... Oh, what am I saying? Saying out loud makes me sound messed up. What's the experiments?
Yo, dude, you wanted to take apart multiple people because you thought seeing a person's skeleton was sexy. What are you talking about?
But some kind of experiment would mean that we also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also printed on the blackboard under that list of subjects. What kind of experiment was
What's
it?
going on?
What's going on? What does it have anything to do with time travel?
List of
Oh, Izuru Kamakura over there.
An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the naming to the placard says
This case in the placard says,
Hope Speak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura.
the founder of Hope Speak Academy. And this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery.
Academy's founder!
Yo, dude, you could have at least had a better haircut, man. Let's be real. Izuru, you could have had at least had a better haircut. Go bald. That's what all the villains do.
Okay, with this, you've totally erased all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage.
Next stage.
Oof.
Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. Guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Think about it, it's just going to waste my energy.
True. He must have gamer's mind or gamer's body. Okay, so... Fuck, you gave me the fright of my life. Gotta clean up the shit. At least it's shat in the toilet. At least it's a pig. I'm surprised it's not eating its own shit.
There's a bullet table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines.
Yeah, the bullet table and the balls are floating. The balls are in the air!
It's hard to think of a room like this actually exists inside a school.
Why is it that hard? It's not all schools are boring, okay? 80% of them are. 85. 90% of schools are boring.
The file with Hope Speak Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? I'm even asking a question like that. Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside this file.
About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Speak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs.
What follows is a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It's full of difficult technical terms. I had no idea what any of them meant. However,
I'm Dum Dum. Nice to meet you. I do not understand. All I know is hit rock on head, hit rock on stone, stone fall pot, rub stick on grass, we have fire. That's all I know. The fact that I learned this much English is amazing.
However, the word true hope left a strong impression in my mind for some reason. Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birth and true hope. Hope Speak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh?
More words floating in the sky.
It's a hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage.
Regarding the poll we gave you the other day, you have finally succeeded in acquiring them, and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it's unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some of them were wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are no solid leads regarding on this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future full of hope.
Remnants of despair.
Okay. Academy survivors up there, yeah.
That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? And why is this happening? If the Future Foundation is protecting us, why would we be forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set all this up.
What's this?
My! Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse!
That's how the dance, the Monokuma dance goes, right?
It's your fault. Why is this hologram thing here anyway?
Hey!
I keep saying the wrong things because I'm kind of effed up right now. I don't even know how I'm still awake doing this video.
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. Just stay away from any spam and or ads. They are viruses. I have had one of them before. It's hard to get them out of your bare skin. I thought they made the perfect glue. So I did a little bit of hacking here there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No,
Oh, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now.
Let's boost. We almost at here. My brain. This jam is bombing.
Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. Pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just so totally disconnected from reality.
Oh, this does not feel good. Oh, this does not feel good, man. Ah!
it smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone's coming. Connie's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
Definitely real close. At least, that's what my gut's telling me. And answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see, my gut feeling is...
Well, they're both.
Yo,
He's right, they're both.
I knew his clock was guts.
Both? What do you mean?
you.
I don't know any details, just my gut after all. But... that's... well, that's true, I guess.
Yeah, I kinda, you sort of like have a whole thing going on there. Maybe it's just me, but can you see me like that? Like, why isn't Hajime asking if she's okay?
Man, this jam's bombing.
The jam's bombing, man. I'm loving it.
Oh man, my brain feels okay now. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it.
Did he do something here? Or is it just the emails? Seems like it's just the emails.
This hologram again. Must be another one of Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue.
The Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi.
Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? Wait. Who would be telling him this? That other dude. Oh, I know who's telling him this. That asshole with the sword. The ultimate student. Let's say call him the ultimate student council president then. Oh, that was someone else. That dude's dead. This is Tenzai's apprentice, whatever the old dude's name is. In season 3, the white-haired dude that tries to kill Naegi throughout the whole thing. What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately turn the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
What does this mean? The email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email suggests to Makoto Naegi. He is the Future Foundation, right? Why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray Future Foundation?
Bruh. Email to Makoto Naegi. There's others way. Ah, yeah, there's a back room that I can enter, yeah. The fuck did you come from?
Huh? For you, Hiko? When did you come here? Huh?
What do you mean? I've been here this whole time.
Huh? But it felt like there wasn't anyone else in here.
Huh?
Are you sure you're not thinking of some other room?
Well,
Well, don't worry about it. It makes sense you'd start to lose your bearings in a place like this.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Oh, you can't go in there. Alright. This is the room. This is the room. That's where I in the video. Huh? Seen you do the laundry.
Huh? Did I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looked like a laundry room. It's no use wondering about it. I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room.
Okay.
Looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power is on too. This is the next clue. Pick up a tablet and immediately started examining it.
Neo World Program.
Neo World Program. This world. Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already.
Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. The Ultimate...
He's still alive?
By mounting a device towards the cranium, the Neo World Program allows the subject to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is strictly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device for its total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program.
Now this is why I'm very confused and I really want to play the third game. And hopefully there's some sort of closure. Because you watch the third season and things are so happy at the end when it shouldn't be. Yes, there's hope, but why does the class look like everything is fine when it shouldn't be that way? I'm gonna check after this if in the final scene Nagito even has his arm, or did they give him a different arm or something? And Fujika lost his eye here, so that means he cut out his own eye, right? In the real world. Makes sense. Because if things like replacing womb, cutting off arms, losing eyes and starving yourself, everything's just so happy at the end that you're baffled. You're like, I'm gonna end this here. I know everything's got interesting and such, but we can continue again. It's a matter of all the cringes. I want you to like, subscribe, smack your face with the keyboard a couple of times. Tell notifications as always. Don't check out all our links in the description. Especially our other channels of the Genshin, where we play Genshin Impact. I teach you how to do the role on the thing. I show you how to build certain characters, how I build certain characters on the thing. And yeah, pray for me. Wanted to bear the child of Junko, so she cut out Junko's womb and then she wombed herself with Junko's womb, and then since she wanted a child with Junko, she would have had to yeah, now I realize why it's a lot worse than banging someone's corpse. I'm just saying.